Alright guys, it's sunny out in Colorado, so I'm gonna I was checking oil and checking coolant, and I noticed some problems here. So you see these boots, these were new clamps and new boots when I built the engine, and they've kind of loosened a bit. That rubber loosens up a bit. I don't know if you can see that, how there's space in between there. It means that that spring did what it was supposed to do. It expanded as the rubber, as the clamp bit into the rubber. I had to spend a little bit of time getting my socket out, but it's a good idea when you got some of these old engines, is just to every once in a while look over everything. Looks like I got a leak up there on the valve cover. It's depressing because I spent so much money on this engine, but leaks happen over time, I guess. Belt's looking good. Coolant lines are looking good. Just gonna tighten these up. I already got the other side. I've noticed this with coolant lines, in addition to these boot lines, these turbo boot lines, shit. These were some cheap ass Pittsburgh wrenches that I purchased to outfit this truck with a few tools. When I buy tools for the truck to stay in the truck, I normally go with just some cheapies because we hopefully won't be using them on a daily basis. And it ticks me off because I had this in at Peterbilt and I forgot to buy a boot for that. There's a rubber boot that I'll show you on that side. There's a rubber boot that goes on there, and that was on the list, and I totally forgot about it. I need a problem is the list was in my head. I got too much things in my head. Okay. So you see that rubber boot? I'm missing it on that side, and I had them change the filter while it was in there, because it was plugged, it was all the way up to here. So I've got a leak here too. I don't know what's going on here, but I lost 2 bolts in my peanut cover, and I don't know. I feel like there should be a bolt there, 2 bolts here and there. I don't know how those came out. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to have bolts in there. It makes sense because we're leaking oil down here. Not enough to make any big problem, but it's just frustrating. All right. 5/16 and a 3/8. To double check these coolant, yeah, those are loose, see? It would suck to blow that on the road. That was pretty tight. That one's pretty tight. Oh, that's the wrong direction. These are not all that tight. You don't want to over tighten these either because they're a hose clamp, but you want them nice and snug. Let's See, I want to say we actually replaced this one. Maybe it was when we installed the engine, and so that rubber's new, and as the rubber's new, the clamp starts to bite into the rubber a little bit. Oh, I need a socket for those. Good idea just to look over everything. A little bit of preventative maintenance goes a long ways. We've been leaking out oil out of there for a while. Ever since it was new. I don't know why, it didn't seal quite right or something. Wasn't all that concerned about it, but this is a turbo boot. I got this from Pittsburgh Power. It just keeps the heat in the turbo, makes the turbo a little more efficient. Okay, I really do want to tighten that, because that is a bastard to change if it ever goes out on me. So I want to put a couple of turns on that one. So I'm going to get my socket out and do that. But my battery's about to die on the camera, so I just wanted to record a little bit of that. Good idea to look over these old engines, and normally I do this when I'm greasing, but it's all wet out. I'm not going to grease today. I'll wait till I'm down in Florida. It's dry and beautiful, and then I'll crawl in there and grease. All right, I got my fancy dancy cheap ass Pittsburgh thing here, so I'm going to put a little turn on this. That was pretty tight. Yeah, those weren't bad. Okay. Let's get that one. I wasn't able to get it real good with. Nice. It's good. Okay, what else was it that I needed to hit while I had this out? Oh, I know what it was. On the other side, this nut's coming a little loose. Oh no. That's a factory nut. Stay. Okay. I think it was a 1/2 inch. Of course, we don't go up to 1/2 inch. If I can get that one tight. It was when I was idling, the bumper was rattling, driving me nuts. Oh, it's 9/16. So when I was down in Florida for all that time, I didn't have tools. Uh-oh. Oh no. It's gonna strip. Damn it. We need to take that out and put an actual nut and a washer in, like we did over there. Because that's one of those, yeah. Dang it. Well, that'll have to be done later. Alright guys, I think that's it for now.